So I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's see here. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so first thing first, we are tonight doing our live event. What we try to do every single time we do a live event, hey y'all! Every single time we do a live event, we try to pick some pretty cool gifts to give away to whoever decides to join us on the event. So I want to go through some of the gifts that we're going to be giving away during this event. Okay, first things first, we have some JaceBeauty items and some Jace in color items. So the first thing, and I'll get a close-up of this a little later, this is a 14-inch jet black soft wave half bundle. So this is awesome if you already have, whether you have Russian Fede hair or soft wave hair and you dyed it jet black, but you want a little bit, you want to add some fullness, this is beautiful. It's jet black, 14-inch soft wave, so we're going to be giving that away. And we give away the gifts at the end. So that's the first thing. The second is hand-tied, and if you are not sure what hand-tied wefts are, definitely go to our website. You can even go to our Instagram or Facebook, and one of the most recent posts in the last maybe 2 days, 3 days, the post is of our hand-tied weft if you want to kind of really check it out and see. But it's a featherweight, super thin weft, and this is a 12-inch body wave, which we call loosest wave. So when you wash this, it's a really pretty, just kind of soft, beachy wave, okay? So we're going to be giving away this 12-inch half bundle, hand tied, and this is really good if you have, if you're already wearing loosest wave, want to add thickness, fullness, or if you have Russian Fede, you know, 12, 14, and you want to add some fullness around the hairline, because the hand-tied weft is so tiny and so thin, it's perfect for around the hairline. We're going to be giving that away. And then we're going to be giving away, this is Jace in color. The jet black piece was Jace in color as well. This is jaceincolor.com. These are 2 half bundles of 18-inch natural straight body. Really beautiful. Natural straight body is probably, well, it's close to one of my favorites. I'll just say that. But it's really, really pretty. 18-inch, 2 half bundles, and this is a color 10. So this, again, this is great if you're wearing straight hair and it's brown. Maybe you lifted it to a medium brown and you want to add some lighter colors for accent. Really pretty. Color 10 is like an ashy brown. A medium ashy brown with a little bit of gold, a little bit of ash. Really, really pretty, pretty, pretty. 2. We're going to be giving 2 away to 1 person. All right. And this is a 10-inch. I'm going to take the little net off. 10-inch soft wave silk closure. We're going to be giving away as well. And this one is a, you know, on our website we have ivory, talk about silk base colors, ivory, light, and dark. And dark is for, you know, milk chocolate to espresso skin tones. This one is an extra dark, okay? So this one came in a little darker than what we offer on the website. So this is somebody who would have really rich, deep skin tone, and this is a 10-inch soft wave. We're going to be giving this one away. My dress keeps blowing up. And then 2 light fragrances. Okay, so we got a lot of gifts that we'll be giving away tonight. All right, so let's move into the meat of why we're here. Okay, what I have on right now is, this is a brand new Curl Baby wig. It hasn't really been layered up yet. I haven't really cut it at all. That's why it's kind of like heavy looking down here. It's a 16, 18, 20 and I probably have in probably 5 half bundles and a 14-inch silk-based light closure. Okay, I'll try to get in close, but you guys will see this really closely because we're gonna wash this wig. I also have a Nature's Curl wig and a Russian Fede wig. Okay, so I'm gonna put each one of those wigs on right now, and then we're gonna move to the sink and we're gonna wash them. I'm gonna show you what products I like, to my favorite shampoos and conditioners. Hair's going in my mouth. Favorite shampoos and conditioners, my favorite styling creams. I'm gonna show you everything, okay? All right, so I'm gonna pop this one off. Make sure. And I like to wear chocolate brown wig caps. The black wig caps, I wear black wig caps too sometimes, but I like to wear chocolate brown just because if the wind blows and the edge of the cap shows, it's chocolate brown and it's just kind of neutral, right? So I like the chocolate brown. I do not like the nude wig caps. I don't like nude wig caps at all. And also I only wear silk closures just because I don't have to fuss with making a part look realistic or anything like that. Some people swear by, a lot of stylists swear by lace closures. They love them, that's great. For me, just whatever's easiest is best. So I'm a silk closure girl, all right? So this is the Curl Baby wig, okay? All right? And I'm gonna go and grab the Nature's Curl, and I'm gonna grab the Russian Fede. So you can see kind of the finished product, how they all look. Let me grab the Nature's Curl, 1 second.
Yes, people talk.
Okay, and I just have on a little it's a little denim dress, but you know, my daughter's like, Mom, are you wearing that? Yeah. We're in the house, okay, and we're washing wigs, so not too much cuteness required. Okay, so this is my Nature's Curl wig. This is this is 3 20s, 2 18s, and 1 16. Those are all half bundles. You know, those of you who are new, who are checking, who are on this live stream, the half bundles are how we sell Design by Nature. All right, so that's 5. Is that 5? No, that's 6 half bundles. Okay, I think that's right. And a 14-inch closure, silk closure in light. That's the color that I wear. I wear the light. All right. I'm gonna pop this one on, and these right now, they don't have any combs or anything in them. They're all new wigs. They haven't been colored. All right. This is still natural color. The Curl Baby is natural color, and the Russian Fede has been colored. All right. So you guys will see that one in a minute. And I'm gonna pop this one, and I'm also gonna show you the wig caps that I use for my units as well. I don't know how this looks, of course, because I'm doing this without a mirror. I have a little mirror here. Let me. And I'm going to check the chat questions in just a second. I just want to show all 3 wigs so everybody knows, okay, these are the 3 that we're going to wash, and then I'm going to check some chat questions. Then we're going to go right to the sink and start washing, okay? I cannot tell how this looks, if it looks like bumpy up top or not with this little mirror. But this is the Nature's Curl. I just want to draw your attention to how the curls look and how the ends, you know, those ringlets are really popping. It's really, really nice. I'm going to show you how I get those. I'm going to try to turn around so you can see the back. But don't worry, you'll see the whole wig when we wash and everything. Okay? Hopefully that's showing. Alright? So that's the back. That's the back of the Nature's Curl wig. Alright, I didn't show the back of the Curl Baby. You guys put it in the chat if you want me to put the Curl Baby back on and show the back of that, I will. Alright, and now let's move to the Russian Fede wavy wig, which has been dyed. Alright, and I'll show you, let me move to that. Okay, so this is the Russian Fede, slightly coarse wavy. This wig is actually dirty. When I say dirty, I mean this is a flexi rod set that is like, I don't know, a gazillion weeks old, and the waves and curls just kind of have fallen out, right? So I'm gonna throw this one on. I'm just flashing you guys. My dress is flying up. Cause I have a fan on because I get hot under these lights, like hot. Okay, let me. Okay, I don't know if you guys, I don't know how this looks, okay? But I just wanted to show you guys. All right, so these are flexi rod curls that have fallen out over a couple of weeks. Russian Fede, slightly coarse, and this is slightly coarse wavy. So you'll see this straight hair revert right back to the waves, okay? When we throw it in the sink. I'm gonna turn around, but there's really nothing to see. They're just old curl, old flexi rod curls, and they don't look great. All right? This old dirty wig. Okay, all right, so let me take a look at the questions real quick before I head to the sink and start washing. So, I think I need my charger. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's so many! Lord have mercy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, where do I start? I see all these names, Pat Hazelton, Miss Brins, and Shirley, and Kayla. Hey, Kayla! Wow! And Par, and Joy. Oh my goodness, and Tanya! Hey, Tanya! Let me see. Shirley. Okay, let me see. Questions. Okay, so Patrice, I think, has answered a lot of these questions. Let me see. Curl Baby. Let's see. All right. Okay, Shirley asked, are the hand-tied wefts as sturdy as machine wefts? Absolutely not. No ma'am, absolutely not. Okay, so hand-tied wefts are extremely delicate, okay? And they come in several, like if you get a regular machine weft bundle, you're gonna, open up that bundle and it's gonna be one long weft, okay? With the machine wefts, you're going to open up that bundle and you're going to get several short tracks that are all hand tied, okay? So the wefts are super thin, really beautiful, but you cannot cut them. If you cut a hand tied weft, it's going to unravel. So for example, how I use hand tied wefts is when I am installing my daughter's extensions. I'll use machine weft throughout the body, all right, of the hair, of the head, and then around the hairline, I'll use hand-tied wefts, and around the base of the neck, I'll use hand-tied wefts. Like if she's wearing a Wild Child Mild and she's natural, so I can just blow dry her hair and blend it all in with that ponytail. All right, so hand-tied wefts are not as sturdy as machine wefts. No. Okay, and you guys forgive if my hair looks crazy. I told you it was a dirty wig. Okay. Let's see. And Patrice already answered Shirley's question. What's wrong with me? Lord have mercy. Thank you, Miss Brins and Par. Y'all are beautiful. I love y'all. Okay, when you fold over the hand-tied weft, do they lay flat? Absolutely flat. It doesn't get any flatter than these featherweight hand-tied wefts. Folded over, it does not get any flatter. I mean, it's like, they're like micro thin. They're super thin. I literally love hand-tied wefts. So, and if you, for example, if you want a hand-tied weft to equal the thickness, meaning the hair that's on the weft, to equal the thickness of a machine tie, you have to really double them up, all right? Because if you just lay one track, it's designed to be very thin, okay? But they're really beautiful. We have a lot of ladies ordering those as, you know, front hairline pieces or underneath the bottom, okay? All right, I think, more comments below. I'm gonna take a few more. Let's see. Haha, we're trying to keep her in the light colors. Y'all are funny. Okay, I think that's it. I think between Patrice and I think we've answered all of them. I'm gonna move to the sink, all right? And we're gonna start washing. So give me like, this is the Curl Baby wig here, just laid out. This is the Nature's Curl wig. And this is the Russian Fede wig, okay? So let's take I'm gonna take the Nature's Curl wig first. And as you can hear in the back, I've got the water running. And I'm gonna put some shampoo here. Hold on 1 second. Okay, this is my absolute favorite shampoo for extensions. I love it, okay? This is JaceBeauty Deep Moisture Shampoo. It's great, it is great. It's a really good quality shampoo, but it's not, there you go. It's not super high like Fido. I don't know if some of you are familiar with Fido, P-H-Y-T-O. That is an amazing line. And that would be good for your own hair growing out of your scalp, okay? Because it's extremely expensive, plant-based, awesome, okay? But for your extensions, this right here is great. Deep Moisture Shampoo. And Deep Moisture Conditioner. Smooth as silk, okay? And I just like it because I love how it makes the hair feel. The ingredients are really high quality. It's great. Okay, so these two, and you can get these at Target, maybe Walmart. Some Walmarts have them, but I know Target has them, and you know, you can get them at Whole Foods and other places like that. But really good stuff, and you can also buy them online. Okay, so I'm going to turn this camera back here. And what I have running is I've got, let's see, it's just warm. You know, it's warm. It's not super hot. You don't want them super hot, all right? But it's warm enough to get that unit clean, all right? And I'm just going to put some shampoo into the basin. It's a lot of shampoo. I know I waste product, but I'm a little heavy-handed. All right, and I like to just swish my shampoo around. Can we get that water? Yeah? Okay, good. And with your wigs, you know, it's really good if you're as gentle as possible. All right, so I think I said I was going to start with the Nature's Curl. It's fine. Okay, and you know what? Let's see if you can get close up on that. That color is a little, it's not showing up. That color looks almost like white on this camera, but it's not. It's a beautiful light tan. It's really pretty. Really pretty. But I think it's under my kitchen lights. It's looking a little kind of greenish, but that's not the true color of the closure. Okay, so I'm going to put my unit there gently in the water. Okay. And I usually let them sit in there maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes or so. Swish them around a little bit. And I'm just, you know, we're not going to wait that time, obviously, because I just want to demonstrate. And once I'm sure that I've gotten all that shampoo through the unit, right? I may dunk it a few different times. And I like to smell my units because, you know, you can get, there's so much, you know, perspiration and all that can get stuck in that wig cap that if it's not clean, you smell it and you'll be able to tell it's not clean, okay? So, let's see. Okay, all right. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to move this over to this side. I'm going to rinse this out with lukewarm water. Okay? And I never grab, this is a closure up top. I'm going to, as you can see, the unit is not cut. So the closure is not exposed on this. Can you see that? The closure is on this side. The wig cap is still intact. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. A lot of ladies cut out this area because they're not using a nice sturdy quality cap. But when a cap is fitted properly, you don't need to cut this out if you're wearing a silk closure. If you're wearing a lace, then obviously because it's going to show through. But if you're wearing a silk, you've got scalp no matter what. So there's no need to cut the cap underneath, okay? And it doesn't bubble up or anything if you're using a well-fitted cap, okay? I'm going to rinse this out. And as you can see, I'm not holding by where the closure is. Never do that, okay? I have my whole hand inside the unit, all right? Got my fist inside the unit, and I'm rinsing. Some people are super, you know, I hate to use the word anal, but they're super anal, and, you know, they'll have a basin over here of just plain water, and they'll soak it until all the soap is out. I don't think I'm that patient. So, all right, so we're going to rinse this out. And I'm going to put some conditioner on this one. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what I'm doing. While we get ready to condition the Nature's Curl, I'm going to put the curl into the water. Now this one, you can see the closure is exposed, right, on this unit. That's before I knew better. That's before I knew better, okay? All right, that's the curl baby going in. All right, we'll let that sit. We're going to move back over to the Nature's Curl. Come on with me, cameraman. Okay. All right, now let's go ahead and let's get some conditioner on this Nature's Curl and start popping these curls out. And I really, you know, with the Design by Nature, the curls and the waves, they're already in the hair. Do you know what I mean? It's completely raw, so you have to kind of work those waves. So that's what we're going to do when we get to the Russian Fede. Again, you know me, I'm a little heavy-handed. Now, some people would say, well, you know, why don't you co-wash? You know, co-washing has its place. It really does. It has its place. However, with the Design by Nature line, and really any hair, but extensions, okay, of ours, really, they like to be clean. They like to be clean. So we call it Design by Nature. It should be called Maintain by Nature because it just doesn't, you don't have to load it up with product and co-wash every week. When you co-wash repeatedly over and over and over, and you don't actually ever use shampoo, you're going to have such a buildup of that conditioner that it's going to weigh your curls down, make them sticky, and it's going to be no bueno. No bueno. Okay. Now, all right, I have that conditioner going all the way through to the ends. Now what I'm going to do, I didn't bring the brush I wanted to use. That's okay. All right, this brush is a little cheapy brush, all right? It's modeled after a Denman brush, all right? I couldn't find my Denman. but this is a little cheapy brush. I usually use a paddle brush, all right? A big, wide paddle brush. I'll show you a little later on, maybe before we do the Fede, because I don't want to use this on the Fede. I'll use the paddle brush. For now, I'll use this on the Nature's Curl, all right? I would prefer to use a paddle brush, but I'm going to use this. Let me come on over to this side. Now, you see I'm holding my wig kind of on my hands. If you are in a large basin, like I have a large sink in my laundry room, but I wanted to do it here, the lighting's better, you can lay this wig down this way and brush it. So there's no tension kind of on the wig cap, but for the sake of example, and I want to draw your attention to something. Okay, here's the deal. You know, I'm going to take you down to the end of this. I'm going to lay this up here. All right, you see these ends? Okay? When you get down to the ends on your curly units, if you like really defined curls, okay, this is a little awkward because of the way I'm holding it. You see I'm taking that brush and I'm curving it all the way down to the bottom. You see what that did? It made big chunky ringlets. All right, when those dry, I mean, after we rinse this out, you're going to see me do this again with the ends. When those dry, you're going to have big chunky ringlets and extremely defined curls all through this unit. Extremely defined curls. Some ladies don't like that look. All right, some ladies like kind of like wild and bushy look. All right, if you like the wild and bushy look, number one, you don't want to use a brush like this. A brush like this is designed to really define that curl, okay? So you don't want to use a brush like this, you can use a paddle brush. I'll show you that later. Okay? But I get all the way down to the ends. Can you lower the camera a little bit so I can see? And I really clump out those curls, okay? All right, I just wanted to show you with the conditioner. When we rinse it out, you'll see it even more. All right, let's go up to the closure area. All right, so you can see back here, you see that's where my first weft is. You see that weft right there? And this is my silk closure there, all right? So I know this sounds super simple, but when you have a brush like this, it's great. You just cover up that hair where that weft is, okay? And brush this hair, really brush it into the wefts. That way when it dries, you literally never have to worry about that weft showing, because that hair is like melded into the weft behind it. So you never have to worry about that top weft showing if you brush like this when it's wet, all right? And then for the parting, I'm showing you all this because I should be showing it to you after the conditioner is rinsed out, but it's okay. The parting. Some girls do, you know, a straight part, right? And they like straight partings. You know, they like just a straight part. I don't. I really don't. I like a part that has a little curve to it. It looks a little bit like, hey, I just got up and I just moved my hair I just finger combed my hair and this is how my part looks. So I kind of favor a part that looks a little, you know, it looks a little unintentional. You know what I mean? To me, it looks a little more natural, okay? All right, so I kind of leave my part like that. And it really looks great when it's dry. All right, so that's enough talking on that. I went through all that so I don't have to really go through that on the curl baby, okay? And in terms of rinsing, when you rinse out, here's the thing, and this is with raw hair for sure, all right? Especially with the Russian Fede, when you use hot water, you open up the cuticle. When you use cold water, it closes and seals the cuticle, all right? So it makes for a smoother finish when you do your final rinse with cold water. Again, that may not be what you're going for. You may not be, you may not want blah, 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 blah. Get it out, Nicole. Get it out. You may not want that smooth finish. It's up to you. Okay? All right, let me move on. Let me move on. Okay. All right, you guys. Really quick. Really quick. So all that brushing that you saw me do, I wanted to show you with the conditioner in it. But this is literally what you're going to do when this wig is wet. You get those ends. Okay? If you want defined curls. Now what I do, once it's rinsed out, that's not thoroughly rinsed out, that's still out. And you definitely want to make sure you get all your conditioner out, or else it will make your hair sticky. Okay, I want to move over to the Curl Baby wig so we don't take too long. Now what I'm doing right now, I'm scrunching. You do not have to scrunch Design by Nature hair. The curl pattern is already in there. I'm just doing this actually to just get the rest of the water out, okay? But I do not need to do this to emphasize or accentuate a curl or a wave pattern. It's not necessary, okay? All right, so I'm going to take this right on over. Take this right on over. Ooh, this is wet. There's water in it. Okay. Going to take this over to towel. Can you follow me? Okay. Now, this is probably a better shot. All right. So this is what I was trying to demonstrate in the sink. Okay? This is how I define my curls. All right? And these ends here, I know I've said that over and over, but I really clump them together. Okay? And if you want big and bushy, if you want that to be, then you just brush it like this. You don't do a really intentional slick brushing. You just kind of brush it kind of out and fly away. And can you see how those curls look they're a lot more separated, okay? So when this dries, it's going to dry much bigger than when you slick those curls down with the chunky ringlets on the bottom. All right, just an option, okay? Let's move to the Curl Baby. I don't know if I have any questions over there. Okay. All right, I'm going to move this over here. I'm going to put the Russian Fede in the shampoo, because this is literally a repeat of what we did in Nature's Curls. So let me get started on the Russian Fede. Oh, and then also with the conditioning, when I condition, I do let my unit sit in conditioner, for a good 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I do that. I didn't do it tonight, obviously, because we don't have that kind of time. But, all right, so that's the Russian Fede. Now that one does need to get clean. That needs to sit there. So I am going to, let's see. I really miss my paddle brush. I wish I had it. And so you can see when, again, with this one, right now, I'm literally holding the unit like this. All right? I'm never holding up at the closure, which is fragile. I'm holding here. All right? Rinse these out. And then we're going to get into, I'm going to show you, you can see some products sitting over there to show you what products I really like. They're my absolute favorites. Okay, so this is rinsed pretty well. And I'm gonna lay this one out and put some conditioner on it. And again, for those of you who are just hopping on, we are using the Smoothest Silk deeper moisture conditioner. I was joking that I was heavy-handed. My stylist friends, they're always like, "You're wasting so much product. You don't need that much product." I know. All right, but what's really important, I'm about to show you how I put this product, not the conditioner, but the product on the curls and when I do it, and it's how often I do it. I get that question a lot, ladies. What can I put on the hair? I'm wearing kinky hair. What can I put on the hair? I mix leave-in conditioner and water in a spray bottle. I'm going to show you the product that I really, really like, and then you do not have to put it on every day like that. You really shouldn't put it on every day like that. But with the curl baby, you see I really lathered up that conditioner. And I actually I am going to grab a paddle brush, but as a surprise, we have a special code just for those of you who are tuning in right now. We promised you something special, and we have a special code. I did not know who was going to put the camera on my face. We have a special code, and it is going to give you 25%. Is my gray showing? Anyway, 25% off of everything on JaceBeauty.com. Design by Nature, fragrance, everything on JaceBeauty.com. 25% off. And you can purchase anytime between now and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. So it's like to close out our Memorial Day sale just for the people who are on this live event. And the code is 25 live, okay? 25 live. This man is all up in my face. I'm like, I got concealer trying to cover my little stuff so y'all don't get all up in my face, all up in here. Anyway, but yeah, that is the special code, and we'll try to flash it up later on, like if you didn't catch it or if people are gonna, people popped on, we'll flash it up a little later. And I want to talk about drying the wigs as well. So if you guys would give me 1 second, I'm going to grab my paddle brush, okay? I'll be right back. Okay. All right. I have like 1,000 different paddle brushes, but let's, I'm just going to use this one. Uh-oh. It's okay. I'm going to rinse it out anyway. Curl Baby, again, I'm putting my hand all the way in the unit. And, you know, some people say, you know, start from the bottom. You can, you know, but when you're using a really good deep conditioner, you don't need to all the time. And I want to show you this as well. Let's see. When this is Curl Baby, okay? So I would consider this, it's not kinky Curl Baby or soft kinky curl, but it's, you can consider this kinkier curls, okay? You never brush through kinky curls when you just have shampoo in the hair. Like, resist the temptation to brush through when it's just shampoo. You wait until you get the conditioner in the hair before you start brushing, okay? Now, some people, you know, if you've been using a lot of product, you got a lot of product buildup, and your hair is starting to snag a little bit, like when it's dry, then yeah, you can brush that out before you put it in water, no problem. But I prefer to only brush kinky hair when it's got conditioner on it. All right, same thing that we did with Nature's Curl. I'm going to go find that closure. Go find where that closure ends and where my weft begins, my first weft begins, and I'm going to make sure I blend. Make sure I blend from the closure over that weft. See that weft peeking out? No, baby, you got to go. Got to go. All right, so I'm going to cover that over. And then my part is kind of sitting the way I like it. Let me see, I can't see. Okay. Yeah, my part is kind of sitting the way I like it. You know, kind of natural. You know what I mean? Not a straight, hard part. I like that. Okay? Perfect. So you got a wig that's beautifully, all the curls have been separated, it's brushed out. Back up a little bit. All right. And we're going to rinse this one out, and we're going to put the product on the Nature's Curl wig. Actually, we're going to put the product on this, on the Curl Baby. You know, for Nature's Curl, and I'll show you that in a second, those of you, because I know people are always jumping on and jumping off, so I don't want to be confused. The Nature's Curl wig that we did before this one, I don't wear any product on my Nature's Curl at all, like at all. And I have some pictures that I should have, you can look on our Instagram, JaceBeauty Life, or our Facebook page and see the pictures of me wearing the Nature's Curl. That is without product. I hate putting product on Nature's Curl because it just makes it a little too slick for me. I like a tinge of frizz, you know, it makes it look a little more natural for me, to me. All right, now for the Curl Baby, I do like defined curls. All right, so I am going to use this brush right here with the finer teeth. And you can see some strands. It's okay, no worries. Kinky hair, curly hair, it's okay. Alright. And what I'm doing is what I showed you on the Nature's Curl. I'm brushing these curls all the way down. And I'm getting that chunky ringlet on the end. Do you guys see that? Can you see that ringlet there? I'm brushing it down. I'm getting that ringlet, that chunky ringlet on the end. Brushing it down, chunky ringlet. Brushing it down. Okay? All right, now, once this dries, when it dries, it's gonna be like waves, like, and you may not like that look. I don't like that look, but you can break it up with your fingers just slightly to kind of, get you to the volume that you want. Still keep your ringlets intact on the bottom. And those of you who maybe missed how this looked, see there, I didn't brush over my part. Missed how this wig looked. We'll repost this live stream after we're done. Probably takes about 2 hours or so after we're done, and you can take a look at the beginning of the video. Okay, let's move over to the towel. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is these are my two favorite products for curly hair and kinky hair. I absolutely love them. Miss Jessie's Pillow Soft Curls, Miss Jessie's Multicultural Curls, okay? Pillow Soft Curls will give you a very soft, kind of fluffy look. Multicultural Curls will give you, it doesn't make it hard, crunchy, sticky, none of that, but it gives you just a little bit more hold, and this would be good for curl baby or soft kinky curl or kinky curl baby. I actually use Pillow Soft Curls for curl baby because I kind of like what it does. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what how much I put on. But first, what I do, how I dry the wigs. It's there. It's on my towel. Please tell me we went out again. I think we're live now. All right. So let me have you hold this if you can, right here. Okay. And I'm just going to roll this wig up in this towel. Literally. Just roll it just like that. And I'm going to squeeze as much water out as I can. And unroll it. All right, over to my Nature's Curl wig. Same thing. And let's see. Okay, put a little muscle to it. All right, and so I'm gonna come back over to Curl Baby, and I'm gonna put on some of the Pillow Soft Curls. Okay, and I'm going to go over, I'm going to answer some chat questions in just a second. All right. Now that's quite a bit, okay? But I'm really going to kind of spread this throughout. I'm going to spread this throughout the hair. And again, those of you who like really defined curls, this would be the time where you would take that brush and you brush through all the way to the ends and create your ringlets, okay? With your brush, not with your hands, with your brush, all right? Because you see how putting that product in, and you also can put the product in when the hair is, before you towel dry the hair, you can as well. It's up to you. So I got that product through the hair, on the underside. And then if you want, you can take your brush through and redefine those curls and then let the wig dry. All right. And over here on the Nature's Curl wig, I do not put product on the Nature's Curl like I said, okay? I just feel like it doesn't need it. And you know, but some, you know, if you like that kind of the old school Spanish wavy, that kind of like really shiny curly look, if that's what you like, then, you know, this would be a good product to use on the Nature's Curl. choose not to. And now in terms of drying, let me show you what I use. There's a couple of different ways, different things you can use to dry your wigs. Okay, so, and we probably aren't able to insert any pictures at this point, right? Okay, all right, so those of you that have a blow dryer with a diffuser, you never want to sit the wig on a wig base or on a mannequin head and let it dry. What that does is it stretches out the wig cap. All right, the weight of the water is going to pull the hair. It's going to, gravity is going to pull that hair down, and it's going to stretch your wig cap. So never dry your wigs sitting on a mannequin head, all right, or a wig base. People do it, but I don't do it. I don't advise, okay, doing that. What some people will do is they'll take a blow dryer with a diffuser piece, if you know what a diffuser is, and they will hold that diffuser underneath those curls and get the drying process started, okay, like that. But the blow dryer has to have that diffuser piece on it. If you have a little time, you have a little rack. It could be any kind of rack. It could be, kitchen rack. It could be, something from like the closet type of rack, and just lay your wigs on your rack. What the rack does is it provides space so that air can get underneath your wigs and the wig can dry faster. As you can see, this is the towel that we use. So that this towel is wet. I'm never going to leave a wig to dry on a wet towel, okay? But I'm just for the sake of this video. You can use any kind of rack you want. Some people, they put up, you really don't want to do that. Any type of direct heat with your wig cap will cause your wig cap to shrink. All right, so you might have a perfectly fitted wig cap and you use a blow dryer and you dry it and your wig cap is going to shrink. So you don't want to do that, all right? And that's what I do. I don't dry it this way because you'll mess up your curls. I don't dry it this way, all right? Wig side up on some kind of rack or, just elevated, all right? Let me go and answer some questions. Okay. All right, so let me see. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't even know where to start. Patrice, text me and tell me where to start. Let me see here. Hey, Miss Kiki. How you doing, baby? Thank you. Okay. Jacqueline Porter. Hey, honey. Let's see. I'm trying to find questions. I see you guys chatting back and forth, and that's awesome. Let me just see. Okay, so someone asked, I'm looking at text messages and I'm looking at the questions. So someone asked a question about the specs of each wig, especially the first one. Okay, so the first one was, and I don't know if they mean the first one at the beginning of the video or the first one that we washed. The first one that I washed was the Nature's Curl, okay? And so you probably might have missed the beginning of the live stream. The Nature's Curl had 3 half bundles of 20-inch, 2 half bundles of 18, and one, when I say 20-inch, 18-20, 2 half bundles of 16-18, 1 half bundle of 16, and 1 light 14-inch silk closure. All right, all Nature's Curl. So those are the specs of the first wig that we washed. Okay, let me see. Okay, so Surrounda, is it Surrounda or Surrunda? I hate messing up people's names. That is a pet peeve. Like, I cannot stand mispronouncing people's names. Like, I hate it. But anyway, so I don't know, sweetie, is it Surrunda or Surrounda? You're gonna have to email us and let me know. But she asked what kind of wig cap is best. I have some wig caps that I'm going to show. The video is not great on live streaming. It'd be great if we could insert our own video that's high quality, because the live stream, it just kind of looks like, you know? But we're gonna start offering some wig caps because we get that question over and over, and I'm gonna just show you guys what wig caps I use on my units, and if you like them, you're more than welcome to them. So I'm gonna ask someone to grab those for me, maybe my daughter, and bring those, and I'll show those on camera. They are downstairs on the flat. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Ba ba ba. 328 Sienna, I see you, girl. Oh my gosh, she said I'm so close to owning every pattern at JaceBeauty. She's so funny. She's so funny. Okay, let me get to a question. Oh my goodness! I'm trying to find a question. Y'all are talking. I love it though. Let me see. Okay, so Sweetheart, someone named Sweetheart said she bought 6 bundles of Design by Nature hair and it hardly fit in a sew-in. Shouldn't the bundles come with more hair? Okay, so the you just want to make sure that sorry, someone's speaking to me. You just want to make sure that you're understanding that the bundles for Design by Nature are half bundles. They're not whole bundles, okay? So Design by Nature bundles are going to be half of what you would get in a whole bundle. And so I use 6 half bundles on my wigs. It's awesome. You know, sometimes I use 5. So you want to make sure the spacing is laid out really well too. You know, that you're spacing them appropriately so you can cover your whole head. Okay. Yes, Jackie, I know about the hanging them upside down. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I do. Let me see here. Someone asked, is the code good for Jason color? This one from a just for JaceBeauty.com, so not for Jason color. And those of you who may have missed the beginning, we're giving away hair at the end of the event. I won't go through all of it again, but I'll just real quick, okay? Half bundle, jet black, soft wave, 14 inch, hand tied weft, hand tied weft, loosest wave, 12 inch. This is it's a natural color, but it's showing up about a color 2. 2 half bundles, 18 inch, color 10, which is like a warm medium ash brown. Someone's going to get 2 half bundles. This is awesome to mix with straight hair that you've already lifted to a brown and you just want to add a little spice to it. Really good. And we're going to give away a 10 inch silk closure, and this is to anyone who has asked a question, okay? I should have said that earlier. That's what we did on the last live event. Anyone who's asked a question or made a comment, we're going to pick randomly. I won't pick, someone else will pick randomly, shoot me the names, and we need, how many free gifts? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This can be an alternate gift, 5 gifts, 2 perfumes, 3 hair gifts. This one is an alternate if someone wants this and picks it for their gift. Okay, 5 winners, 6 gifts. All right. This is a 10 inch soft wave silk closure. On our website, we have ivory, light, and dark for silk base colors. This is an extra dark. Okay, so It came in a little darker than what we sell on our website. Perfect clothes. The color, the base color, a little darker than our dark, okay? So this would be for someone with really pretty, dark, rich, dark brown skin, okay? 10-inch silk closure. So we'll be giving away all of that at the end of the event. Plus, you have a coupon code, all right? And the coupon code, again, is 25 live, 25 LIVE, all right? That's for any Design by Nature product, perfume, everything that's on the website, okay? I'm gonna show some wig caps here in a second. Let me see. Sienna asked what color was my closure. It's a light. Do I also not recommend putting product in a soft kinky curl? I love, I don't know if you saw Miss Jessie's Pillow Soft Curls or Multicultural Curls, both from Miss Jessie's. I love that product. What I didn't, and it's kind of weird trying to show you guys really what I do, because I'm in a sink and I'm not in my basin that I usually use, and it's just kind of weird. But the Pillow Soft Curls and the Multicultural Curls on the soft kinky curl hair, this is what you want to do. When that hair is soaking, dripping wet, all right, you want to put that product all throughout the hair, right? And then let your hair dry. I don't know if you have an install or a wig, but let your hair dry with the product in the hair. And that will probably keep keep you with some nice curl definition for maybe 3 days. Maybe 3 days depending on how you sleep and, did you wear a bonnet, did you not, that kind of thing. And then when your hair is starting to get a little frizzy, there's a couple things you could do. You could do a twist out, if you want to kind of go that route. If you don't want to go that route, a lot of people pull out the spray bottle. Here's the thing. The spray bottle is amazing. The water bottle, spray bottle is amazing if you wear it. Let's say you're wearing soft wave, deep wave, any of the wavies, and even if you're wearing nature's curl, and you want to spray that water bottle, you want to refresh it all day. You're good. That's great. When you get into the kinkier textures, curl baby, soft kinky curl, and kinky curl baby, when you start spraying that water bottle, the hair is going to do this. It's literally going to poof up, like fro up, bush out. You're going to lose your curl definition. That's awesome if that's the look you're going for. You know what I mean? If you want that kind of fro, that bushy with a little bit of ringlet, go for it. But if you want that defined curl, if you're using a spray bottle, let's say you're on day 3, day 4 after the wash, Sienna, you're going to need to spray it all the way down until it's literally drenching with water, and then take your paddle brush and redefine, okay? And then, let, scrunch, towel, blot, and let that dry. So that's how I do it. And yes, I do recommend that product for soft kinky curl, but you cannot, you cannot, like, please. This is probably like singing it too, because she gets questions all the time in customer care. You don't want to put that product or any product in your kinky hair every single day. You do not want to do that. Our hair does not like creams every day, and it hates that, all right? So it's going to make it sticky and gummy. I actually did a video that I haven't uploaded. I'm going to upload that later, but it actually takes the Nature's Curl hair that's been loaded up with product, it's dirty, and it shows how the lip and how ugly the curls look, and then how it looks after a fresh wash, and those curls are just popping. You don't want to overload with product. Why did I take 10 minutes to answer one question? I don't know. Okay. Somebody's telling me something. The code applies to everything that you can buy custom closures included on JaceBeauty.com. Yes, it applies to anything you can buy on JaceBeauty.com. So yes. Let's see. I think Patrice might have hit this one. Someone asked, I love Jace Beauty hair. Is the shipping 6 weeks, still 6 weeks? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Last year, we took Design by Nature to 4 weeks. Then we cut it even more to 7 to 10 business days, right? And I think Patrice might have answered this, but I want everybody to know, Design by Nature is 7 to 10 business days. Okay? And sometimes it ships, like this week we shipped out orders on some ladies were on the 7th and 8th business day. So sometimes it's not the full 10, sometimes it's closer to the 7th, but not calendar days, we're talking business days. That's Design by Nature. For Russian Fede, which we have our next Russian Fede release coming up on June the 11th. I'm like, am I sitting here in a wig cap? Yes, because all my wigs are wet now. But June 11th, Russian Fede. And how about this? Russian Fede ships in 2 weeks or less. Not 8 weeks, not 10 weeks, not 15 million months. No, 2 weeks or less. All right. So I won't get into the whole thing about Russian Fede because you guys can check that out on your own. Classic Russian Fede, which is what you're used to, ships in 2 weeks. Showcase Russian Fede, which is the same Russian Fede hair. It's just rare pieces and unique pieces. Those ship in 2 business days. Boom, 2 business days. I'm so happy about that. All right, and so let's see. Okay, I think there's some more questions here. 1 second. Mango Girl, what do you suggest as a nighttime routine for soft kinky curl sew-in? Okay, so here's the thing. Nighttime routine. Some ladies like to twist it. They just like to twist it. And of course you can twist it at night. It will alter the pattern, not permanently, but that next day when you take that twist out, it's going to be a looser pattern, okay? So what I would recommend is you get a bonnet that has, in one of my old videos, it had like a hood on it, like a horn on it, where you can just slide it. Like let's say you've got 20-inch hair and you slide that bonnet up and it covers the entire head, and you literally, from wash day to day 3 or 4, you should be pretty good. Because when you wake up, those curls might be a little flat. You can shake them out a little bit. You can shake them out, just kind of fluff them up a little bit. And again, if you don't mind it bushing a little bit, you can always, it's summertime, you can always spray a little water on it to liven the curls, but it will fluff it out. So it just depends on what look you're going for, all right? A lot of ladies don't like that frizzed out look, which is what that water bottle is going to do if you're putting water on it every day, okay? Okay, a few more, then we're going to hit that Russian Fede wig, and then we're going to give away the free gifts. Oh, the wig caps. I'm sorry, I forgot. And these aren't on the website yet, but if you guys want them, see, how can we do that? I would say I'll put a link below, but let me think about that. Okay, all right. Can you take a look and see if this is clear? Can they see this cap? Okay, so let's look at the construction of this cap. This is not a, a beauty supply cap. They kind of have like a look-alike I saw in the beauty supply store that looked like this, but it's not. It's not this. This is, you've got a stretch panel back here. You've got a stretch, a mesh panel here, mesh panel here, and a stretch panel here in the back, okay? And you've got a reinforced top up here, all right? And like I said, let me see, this is a size large. I'm gonna throw this on my head so you guys can see this. And these are gonna go for $25. And this is all I use. It's all I use. There are really high-end caps that you would use, you know, for alopecia, cancer patients who need a super soft inside, but you definitely don't want to take a cap like that and sew through it or machine weft on top of it. All right, so these work great. They work great, and if they fit you well, okay, that, when I tell you that, I probably look like an alien. When I tell you that is comfortable, that's comfortable. That is comfortable. You see, it's just, I mean, it's hitting just all right in the right places. It's perfect. It's perfect. Let me turn around and see that. Okay? It's perfect. I have it on inside out, okay? Because I want you guys to see the little, you know, see the hooks there in the back, okay? But it is a perfectly fitted cap, and I got a big head, okay? So it's a size large. And this is a dark brown, and then this is the black, all right? And this is a medium. We have mediums and larges and smalls. I think we only have mediums and larges in stock. And then we have, I'll try to pull up, if somebody, just put it in the comments, we also have the U-part ones as well, if you want to take a look at those. But I adore these wig caps because they fit really comfortably on my head. And like I said earlier, I put the silk closure on my wig cap, and I do not cut out that U shape to expose my closure. I don't have to, because the it's number one, because it's a silk closure, so the skin is there. It doesn't matter what's underneath. If you're wearing a lace and you want to cut it out, you know, you want to cut it out. But when you keep your wig cap intact, your wigs will last so much longer. They won't stretch out. They won't get, you know, the shape, they won't wear out in terms of the shape, because that wig cap base is kept intact. So anyway, $25, and what I will do is I will put a link in the info box. You guys can copy the link, and it'll take you to the product, and it'll just say wig cap $25, okay? You guys will know because you've already seen it. The person that comes to the site is gonna be like, what? There's no picture, but you've already seen it, okay? And then we'll officially get them on, you know, probably next week on the website. Okay, so I'm gonna keep my little Martian cap on. And before we go back over to the Fede, let me just see if there's any more questions that I have not hit. Oh man. Oh my God. Oh my gosh! What in the world? Oh my gosh, like it just keeps going. It keeps going. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. This is really something. I may have to stay after and just try to answer some of these questions, because I just kept scrolling. There's tons of them. Okay, let me just try to get a few, because we're at 9:30 already, y'all. We started at 8. So this is really getting pretty long. So let me do this. Let me try to hit a few. Let me go to the Russian Fede wig, just so you guys can see how I get those waves back in a unit that was just curled, okay, straight. So let me try to do that, and then we'll give away these free gifts, okay? So let me just see. Oh, Jacqueline says the pineapple too. That's good. You know, pineapple is when you stack all the curls on the top of your head. That's great if you want to do that. That's awesome. For the sweetie who asked about a nighttime for the soft kinky curl, you absolutely can stack it on top and do the pineapple. I forgot about that. Thanks, Jackie. Let me see. I think I got those. Okay, I think I gotta go, you guys, because it is, they're pointing me back to the sink, because it's getting late. Okay, alright. Oh, somebody did ask, can I throw a wig cap in the free gifts? Yes, I can. Let's give away 2 of those. Let's give away 2 wig caps too, alright, on top of the hair we're giving away. Alright. Okay. And I'm going over to the sink. So we're gonna rush over there real quick. Okay, so this has been sitting a little longer than I would have liked it to sit in the water. That's all right. That's all right. Those of you who are joining us now, this is Russian Fede, slightly coarse, wavy. Feeling a little waterlogged right now. And this is, again, this is what I meant by my wig cap is intact. My closure is here, and you can always, you know, sew and close that lip there. I just didn't close it on mine. But you can always close that lip and leave a little bit of that closure hanging off if you like, the little lace part. But this is what I mean by keeping your wig caps intact, okay? All right. And again, for those of you who are just dropping in, Deeper Moisture Conditioner by Giovanni. I love this conditioner. For my extensions, I really like Fede brand for the hair that's growing out of your scalp. But see, I told you I was heavy-handed. I used that whole, see, on 3 wigs, I used that one container. That is way too much, but you know, that's me. I think I might have a little bit more. No, that was shampoo. Oh yeah. Of course, I have another one. And this Russian Fede, if you weren't here at the beginning, I tried on all of the wigs. I showed how all of them looked. And this one has been colored. I'm going to go get some conditioner here on the underside. Like I said, I know it's way too much product, but it's what I do. And like I said earlier, you know, if you have a nice workspace or a basin, you can just lay your wigs out flat and brush them through so that there's no tension on the wig cap. But again, I have my fist and it's all the way in the base of the cap. I'm not pulling on the closure area at all because that silk, that lace is delicate, so you want to treat it as such. And I'm just making sure that I'm saturating all of this hair with the conditioner. Can I see that? And especially if you're working with color treated hair, you know, you really want to make sure you condition that hair well. There's so many things we could talk about on future live events because of the questions that we get about color and this and that. There's just so much questions that we've gotten over the years, things that ladies are interested in, interested to know. all of that. Okay. All right. Now you see those waves starting to come in? They're starting to come in. They're covered with conditioner, right? So they're loose. But I'm gonna rinse this conditioner out. Of course, under normal circumstances, I would keep this conditioner in longer. All right. But for the sake of this event, let's go ahead and rinse it out. As you guys have definitely hung in. I can't believe, how is it 9:30? I think, I don't know. Took me a while to get through those wigs, I think. And I'm rinsing out in lukewarm water. All right, and then I'm gonna switch to cold here in a minute. Like I said earlier, if you were not on, raw hair, okay, which is hair that has the cuticle, has not been processed in any way, steam, nothing. Some people call steam processed, steam processed hair, they still call it virgin because they say, oh, well, the steam isn't a chemical, so we're still gonna call it virgin. I'm old school, so to me, virgin means you didn't do anything to it. All right, you cut it off, you cut the ponytail off of her head and you wefted it, okay? But we've had to stop, well, I won't go there, but we've had to take on the name raw, because virgin has kind of become diluted in the market where people are calling, processed hair virgin because it's steam processed. So again, that's another live event. That's another subject. Okay, this is Russian Fede. This is completely raw. This is hair that came to us. We purchased in ponytail form. Wefted it, and that's it. All right, sanitized it, wefted it, that's it. No processing, no nothing. Just getting all the conditioner out. I'm going to do what I told you before. I'm going to blend my closure hair over my first track so that's undetectable once that hair dries. You guys see that? And then I just want to show you okay, now this hair is full of water. All right, it's full of water, but for the sake of this video and for the sake of time, I'm just going to scrunch it from its soaking wet state. Could you pull back just a little bit? Okay. Now, do you guys see those waves starting to pop in? When I put the wig down on the towel, you'll really see it. You'll really, really see it. But I'm literally just scrunching the hair, accentuating that wave. Let me come over to the towel. Can you guys see? You see those waves? See how those waves pop in? Because I literally was scrunching the waves and accentuating the pattern that's already there. All right? Now, like I've said on previous Russian Fede videos, if you have a loose body wave, you're not going to make it into a deep, tight wave by scrunching. You've got to have a pattern there, all right? At least the start of a pattern there. Now, from this point, I wouldn't use this on this. You can. You absolutely can. It's light enough, but you just would want to use just a little bit, just a little bit. You can use it on this, all right? But for me, I definitely like when my wavy hair dries, have it's just a fluffy, you know, really pretty wavy look. But you can use product. You can use product if you like. You absolutely can. You absolutely can. So I have created these waves or accentuated these waves, and then you can use any of those methods we discussed to dry. You can start with your diffuser. Like Jackie said, she likes to hang upside down for fullness. For me, on my kinkier wigs, okay, on my curl baby or my nature's curl, I personally don't like hanging them upside down because I use a lot of hair, and when after you've hung them upside down, mine are super big. So just because I use a lot of hair, so that's, you know, but to each his own, whatever works for you. So at this point, you know, there you have it. So you saw how it looked before in its curled state. And these are these waves after they've been scrunched, no product on them. You're definitely welcome to put product on them if you like, but yeah, there it is. And this has been lifted, as you can see, to varying colors of blonde and browns and golds and a little ash in there as well. All right, and that's Russian Fede slightly coarse. So, okay, you guys, it is late. Let's go give away some stuff. Okay, so color silk on the closure, I think somebody asked that question, is light. The only color I wear is light silk. It's the only color I wear. I love it. It works great for me every single time. All right, you guys, I am wiped out. We gotta do something easier next time. It's just too much work. All right, so love you guys. And 2 hours is like doing the most. So next time maybe we'll just have to pick something easier. Love you so much, and these are so much fun for me, and I'm going to go catch the rest of the basketball game. So, love you guys. I'll see you next time, and we'll give away some more stuff. All right, take care. Love you.